Good morning, Stampers. Happy Friday. Welcome to this week's Friday Facebook Live. All right, I hope you guys have been having a fabulous week. Mine has been great. It's been very productive. I've gotten lots done. I spent most of the day on Wednesday doing some running around, trying to finish up my Christmas shopping. I got a little bit, I still have a little bit left, not too much. Most of it is done. My Christmas cards are all done. I just need to address them and write a quick message in them. So it's been a very productive week, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. I have my team meeting tomorrow. We're doing kind of a virtual little Christmas party and Secret Santa. It's going to be fun. So got lots of great things coming up. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Shirley. All right, welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. We are going to jump into today's project. Actually, let me introduce myself first. My name is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Alberta, Canada. And every Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, I go live with a crafting project for you. And today we're going to create 3 simple gift tags and then a cute little package to go in them. So at this time of the year, I tend to be done with Christmas cards. There might be the odd one that I still need to make, but I usually try to focus on like gift packaging, gift tags, little treat holders, other ways to kind of dress up the holidays. So you won't see a ton of Christmas cards from me anymore this year. It'll be all that extra stuff. All right. Okay, so today I am going to use the Snowflake Wishes bundle, which I was super excited. Stampin' Up! Just announced their carryover list from the holiday catalog, which I will post a little bit later, as well as, what are they calling it here? Let me see if I can reach my flyer. Okay, here we go. Giant year-end closeout. So this runs from December 8th to January 4th. So I've done a little bit of editing to this, and I will post a copy of this later on today so that you can see what is going to be on sale, what is not going to carry over, and I'll post that carryover list. So I was super excited to see that this is carrying over because I love this bundle. Good morning, Mary and Lorraine and Mary Liz. Good morning, good morning. All right, okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, we're gonna make 3 tags today, and they are all very simple tags. So first of all, let me share what I've pre-cut with you. So I have used the Layering Circles dies, one of my favorites. These are a go-to. I think these are a must in everybody's collection. If these ever retire, I'm pretty sure I would not get rid of them because you always need different size circles. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Elaine. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've cut, is it this size? Yes, it's this size. So the largest circle from the Layering Circles from Whisper White cardstock. And I'll share whatever I've got pre-cut, I'll share what sizes I've used when we get to them. And I've just got a scrap piece of paper that I'm gonna put on here, and then look at this. I've got a bin full of all the stamps that I'm using. So I'm gonna need that one. I'm gonna need this one, and this one. I'll share which ones I'm using in just a sec. Okay, and this one. All right. Okay, so the first one I'm going to use is the May Your Season Sparkle. I'm going to use some Night of Navy ink. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Kim. And I'm just going to ink this up and stamp it in the center of my circle. So during the holidays, especially at this time of the year, when things tend to pick up and there's so much going on, there's so much that needs to get done, it's always nice to have some quick and easy projects that don't take a ton of time, and that is definitely what today is. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to try to keep in mind the way the words go, and on the back I'm going to stamp to and from. So the to and from, this is from the Tag Buffet stamp set. So I just mounted them both on the same block. Okay, now we're going to dress it up a little bit. So I'm going to take this snowflake here, which is from the stamp set. It is this, no, it's not that one. I don't know which one it is. Which one is it? It is this one here. So I'm going to take this snowflake, I'm going to ink it with navy, but then I'm going to stamp off. And then I'm going to add a couple on here. Let's do one more. Okay, now I'm done with my navy ink. Now I'm going to bring in Highland Heather. I love this color combination for snowflakes. I don't know what it is about navy and purple, but I'm really drawn to it. So now I'm using a smaller snowflake, which is this one here. And I'm going to stamp some of them full on, and then I'll do a couple stamped off. Let's add one more over the side here. Okay. Now I'm going to take my 1/8 inch handheld circle punch. Mary Liz says, just when I think I have enough snowflakes, you tempt me. I love snowflakes. You can never have enough snowflakes. Love, love, love snowflakes. And now, since these are carrying over, you can feel a little bit more justified in purchasing them if you haven't already, Mary Liz. Okay, and now I'm going to use some navy ribbon. This is from, I forgot to check the name of it. Let's see, it's got a purple ribbon that comes with it, a purple posy, wider ribbon. It's a set of 3. And I think it's a Coastal Cabana ribbon that comes with it as well. So there's 3 different packages. It's from the annual catalog. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that, fold the ribbon in half, and then feed this through. And then, so I folded it in half, I fed the seam through, I folded bit through, opened it up, fed the ends through, and now we've got our tag. Okay, so that's the first tag. Like I said, these are going to be quick and easy because that's tends to be the type of project that you're looking for at this time of the year, right? Anything that took a little longer, that you've probably done those projects already. You're looking for quick and easy. So there's tag number 1. And that's just a 1 layer, doesn't need a ton of things. You can switch up the colors. You can even step this up and you can add some self-adhesive snowflakes in the center or some of those blue adhesive back gems if you wanted to add those in the center. So you could, or rhinestones, you could dress it up if you wanted to. But again, we're keeping it simple for this one. Okay, now this next one is stepped up just a little bit. So I have this same size circle. So this is the largest circle from the Layering Circles dies, cut from Balmy Blue cardstock. And then I've also cut the largest scallop circle from Whisper White cardstock. So those are the pieces that I'm going to start with. And I need the greeting that says, "Thank you so much." And I'm going to bring back my navy ink. That's right. Right, Mary Liz? Or you haven't made enough and you need something quick because you either forgot someone or, yeah, just didn't quite make enough. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this right on here. And then I want to add a little bit of texture to this one. So I'm going to bring in the Winter Snow embossing folder. And, okay, so now this is, if I feel, the side with the Stampin' Up! Logo on it, that is raised. So I'm going to flip this upside down so that the raised bit is on the outside. Actually, before I do that, I should probably stamp my to and from. Let's do that first, because it'll be easier to stamp before it's embossed. So I'm gonna flip it over like that, and to and from, and let's do navy. This is perfect for you then, Kim. Okay, so I'll just ink that up. Stamp that. Okay, so now we will put this in our embossing folder again. So this is the raised portion, the side with the Stampin' Up! Logo. And I want it to be raised. So this, I think that I have this right. Oh yeah, okay. So I want to put it with the face side to the inset side, if that makes sense. So that's going to go on there. I will bring in my die cutting machine. Okay. Bring this guy in. And I've got my platform. And I'm using it with standard embossing folder. So this is a standard one. It's not a dynamic one or a 3D one. So I need my 2 clear plates. I really need to change out this bottom plate. It's so marked up, it's crazy. Okay. Just feed that in. Out of the way. And now we have some beautiful texture on there. We're going to attach, oh, I guess I didn't need to stamp the to and from here. We're going to stick this onto, we need to stamp the to and from on this piece. I guess if you wanted to do a 1 layer, then you could do that. But this particular one is going to be a 2 layer. Okay. So we'll stamp that on there. And then we're going to add some adhesive to the back of this. Flip this over. Now I want to make sure that this is going, the words are kind of the same. Okay, I think it's close enough. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to bring in my 1/8 inch circle punch the top, and then this time I'm going to use a piece of our, what is this ribbon called? It's Whisper White Polka Dot Tulle ribbon. This is one of my favorite ribbons. I love this ribbon. And I'll just cut a little piece of that, and then I'm going to use some of this navy again and cut a little bit of a longer piece because I want to do a bow from that one. So I'll feed this through. So this time I'm not going to feed the fold through, I'm just feeding one end through. Just like this. And then, so normally when I do this, I normally use baker's twine or linen thread. But I thought that the navy would be really nice because it would pull in the navy that I used to stamp the greeting. So I'm just going to pinch that a little bit and tie my bow. We'll trim this so it's a little bit more even. Okay, and then one last thing just to step this up just a little bit, and that is to add some of these blue adhesive back gems. And I just had a quick look, but I'm pretty sure that these are carrying over. The carryover list is not very extensive. There's a lot of stuff that's retiring I was happy to see some of my favorites being carried over. Okay, so we'll just add 3 of those on there. So there's tag number 1 and tag number 2. Now we're going to work on tag number 3. Okay, so I've got a couple scrap pieces of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to set these aside because I'm going to need to bring in my die cutting machine again for this one. Okay, and again, I've got the largest layering circle cut from Night of Navy cardstock, and I've got the largest scallop circle from the layering circles cut from Whisper White, and that is going to go on top of that. I've also gone ahead and die cut using the So Many Snowflakes dies. I've cut this one from Whisper White and this one from Night of Navy, okay? But now we're going to stamp. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I apologize if I sneeze. Okay. So I'm going to use one of the larger dies, or stamps, sorry. This is the one where you can stamp and die cut it. So it's this one here. And I'm going to use Highland Heather. Thanks, Amy. I think my Highland Heather needs to be re-inked. Stamp that down. One of the things that I love about this stamp set is that the images are almost variegated, like they're not a solid image. It's like the way the stamp is made, it kind of gives them a little bit of texture. I love that. Okay, so now I'm going to pull in the corresponding die. Oh, I need to do another stamp as well, which is this one here. Okay. Bring in my platform. Put that right on there. And the top plate is here. We'll feed that through. Okay, you know what? I need to go grab a Kleenex. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't want you guys to hear me sniffling. Okay, I feel better now. All right, so I've got my snowflake. Now I need to stamp a greeting. So I've got another scrap piece of Whisper White, and I've got this greeting that says Snowflake wishes for a Merry Christmas. I'm gonna bring in some Night of Navy. And ink that up, stamp it straight across the bottom here, and then trim it to size. Okay. Let's grab that mini paper trimmer. And we'll trim this down. So does anybody have any fun plans this weekend? I had mentioned at the beginning of this video that we have our team Christmas party tomorrow, virtual of course, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. We're doing a Secret Santa. So, can't wait to see. And it's I encouraged handmade gifts. So, that'll be really fun to see what everybody gets. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this to here. Mary Liz, that's funny. Boy, times sure have changed, hey? Okay, now before I get too much dimension on this, I'm gonna flip this over and stamp my to and from. It just makes it easier to stamp while it's flat. And for those of you who are joining in late, this to and from is from the Tag Buffet. Oh no! Have you been tested yet, Amy? Hopefully you guys don't get. Hopefully it's minor symptoms, and yeah, you guys don't get too sick from it. Okay, so I'm going to flip that over, and then I'll use a little bit of adhesive here. And we're going to add the stamped snowflake first. And then I'm going to add this white snowflake. And I think I'm going to use some multi-purpose glue for this. If I have some handy. There it is. Oh, my nose. My goodness, my nose just keeps running. Okay, I'll try not to sniffle too much. That's going to go off center. So the white snowflake prongs kind of stick in between the purple ones, and then this guy is going to go in the center. Add a little bit more adhesive. And that's going to go right in the center. Again, offsetting it so it lines up with the purple snowflake. I'll bring this in for a closer look. There you go. Okay, and then this is going to get popped up using dimensionals. That's going to go right across like this. Try to make sure it's somewhat straight. And then we'll punch a hole. I'm going to try to lift up that snowflake. I don't want to punch a hole through the snowflake. If I can get it underneath, then that's even better. Just like that. And for this one, I'm just going to use some simple white baker's twine. Just loosely tie this so that I can untie it and attach it to a gift if I need to. All right, so let me bring back the tags. So we started off with a really simple one layer tag, and then we went to this one, which is just stepped up just a little bit, and then we went to this one, which is stepped up even more. And now we're going to make a little container to put them in so that if you wanted to gift them, I like giving gifts like this if you're going to see somebody early in the season so that they can actually turn around and use them that season rather than have to store them away and use them next year. So we are going to use one of our circular tins with the windows. All right, now I wanted to show you guys these tins. They will fit a gift card at an angle like this. So if you like to do gift card holders, this could work. It will fit at an angle. It doesn't, like you couldn't put it flat on top of something. Like you'd have to have just something kind of tucked underneath there or in the front if you wanted to include something else in there. But I wanted to show, excuse me, that you can fit a gift card in here. I don't think it's meant for a gift card, but it can work. Okay, so we're going to take this and we are going to use this ribbon is called metallic mesh ribbon. So this is from the holiday catalog and it is part of the Halloween suite. I think I've only ever used it for one Halloween project. I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just wrapping it around and trying to figure out how long I want it here. This should be good. There we go. It's out of my system now. Hopefully that'll be the end of it. I could feel it coming. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's hope that's the end of the sniffles now. All right, so I'm going to wrap this around and thank you, and tie a knot. I'm gonna tie it quite tight. So just like that. And don't worry about how small this is. We're going to cover this over and this is going to serve kind of as a belly band. All right, so now I'm going to grab some longer bladed scissors here. And just trim the ends. Just like that. Pull that a little tighter. I want to get this as flat as I can. Okay, and I've cut 2 vellum circles, and I think this was from the second largest. Yeah, second largest circle from the layering circles. And we're going to slide one of them underneath, and then we're going to add this white snowflake. So I've gone ahead and I've cut 2 snowflakes, and where are my snowflake dies so I can show you which ones they are. Okay, so I've used this one from white cardstock, and then I've used this one from our balmy blue glimmer paper, which is not carrying over. It's kind of sad about that. And this I want done, I'm gonna do this flat. So just add a little bit of adhesive to each one of these prongs. Got a little bit too much, I got a string here. So that's gonna go just like that, and then we'll add some more adhesive. The center of the balmy blue one, and then we're going to bring in one of the blue gems. I'm using one of the darker ones, and then to adhere this to this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to use just a portion of a dimensional on each one of these prongs. And that is going to be how this sticks to the other piece of vellum, so that it's not actually adhered to the tin, so that it will serve as a belly band. Okay, so this is going to go right over top of this. going to try to line it up with the one that's at the bottom. And then push down. So let's, all right. So now this will just slide off like this. And then in here, what I did on my sample was I took some of this paper shred, just some white paper shred. I put a little bit in here. So you could add more tags. I've just done 3. You could do 2 of each of these and they would fit nicely. You could probably even do 3 of each of these and it would fit nicely. And then put each one of these in here like this. Make sure that ribbon is in there. And then this will slide on. I probably have a little bit too much paper shred in there. Slide on just like that. And you've got this cute little gift. And even though it's just 3 tags inside, the packaging makes it look like so much more. Don't you think? Or if you don't want to give the tags as a gift, then you've got a little gift packaging. And you've got 3 little gift tags. You could tuck a little gift in there if you make homemade chocolates. It just slides on. And it's always nice to come up ways that you can give packaging where people don't have to tear into something, so they can turn around and reuse it. So this is perfect for that. There you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, you could do a different version. This would be really pretty with the poinsettia, so you could do one with the poinsettia suite. There's lots of things that you could do it with. You could do something that isn't Christmassy. You could do something florally for birthday. And then that way, if you are giving it as a gift for Christmas, it's something that they can use all year round, right? So it doesn't have to be necessarily Christmassy. You could make these birthday tags and still use snowflakes, and it could be birthday tags for winter birthdays. So many options, right? All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a fabulous weekend. Thanks so much for watching. And I will do a draw. If you comment, you get entered. If you share this video, you get 5 entries. And I will give away these 3 tags next week. And I always realize as soon as I sit down to start the video that I forgot to draw for the previous week. So I will do that this afternoon and post the winner. Okay? Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care.